transform. Uh, 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 so, uh, so first Fourier transform I have to write. Yes. So Fourier transform. So directly jumping to Fourier transform won't be a proper way to understand without knowing Fourier series, because the Fourier series is the base to which we add more modification, like modification in case of like continuous summation, in case of like integral, and we make Fourier series into a Fourier transform. So first let me briefly introduce about Fourier series. So Fourier series so what do you mean by Fourier series? You will be wondering. And Fourier series is kind of Fourier series expansion into orthonormal components of cos and sine with its Fourier with its respective Fourier components an and bn. So we write generally Fourier series for a periodic function only, not a non-periodic function. So Fourier series f of x we write as summation of so a naught by 2 plus summation of an cos nx plus summation of bn sin nx, n equals to 1 to infinity, n equals to 1 to infinity. So this is the Fourier series. So this cos nx and sin nx is the orthonormal component. This is the basis on which we construct this Fourier series, and when we add this cos nx and sin nx components, and we get fx, and fx should be a periodic function. But now here as I am discussing more about Fourier transform, so I will be briefly telling. So here this an and bn depends on frequency. So we know an equals to 2 by b minus a f of x cos just a minute, yes, 2 pi by b minus x nx dx. This is an. Just a minute. So this is an. So now I am talking about bn equals to 2 by b minus a f of x sine 2 pi by b minus a. This is in x dx. Okay, and this here it is a to b, and just I will be telling about this a and b. F of x is periodic in the interval fx periodic in the interval a to b, periodic. Function. Okay. Now fx is periodic function. So this is the base, and so now this is the base from which we will be shifting to Fourier transform, and I will be comparing in what way Fourier series and Fourier transform are linked. So just I have to wrap it this page. I have to make understanding of Fourier transform, so I have to just erase this whatever I wrote. So Fourier transform now. So Fourier transform is generally a Fourier series expansion of a periodic as well as non-periodic function, but specifically we use it for non-periodic. Mainly we use it for non-periodic function. Okay, so Fourier series, there is a mathematical definition. There are four types of definition. We define a function through Fourier series, Fourier transform. So by mathematical definition, suppose this is definition 1. I will be going to definition 1. So this is f of t. We want to construct a function, so you can construct it by okay. This is from minus infinity to infinity, integration over minus infinity to infinity. So there is a particular function g omega, which will be the Fourier transform of f of t, e to the power I omega t d omega. So this is the definition 1. Simultaneously, we can also define about inverse Fourier transform. So I will not be discussing about inverse Fourier transform. We'll keep it more simple with Fourier transform. So this is our definition 1, and definition 2. F of t we define as 1 by 2 pi square root, minus infinity to infinity, g omega e to the power I omega t d omega. This is definition 2, and definition 3. So another way we can define f of t equals to minus infinity to infinity g omega e to the power minus I omega t d omega. Another definition 4, f of t equals to minus infinity to infinity. Here coefficient is 1 by 2 pi square root g omega e to the power minus I omega t d omega. So here there are 4 definitions, and simultaneously you can also define inverse Fourier transform. So this is the definition of Fourier transform. To construct a function f of t, we need a Fourier transform of f of t, which is g of omega into the we have to integrate over the this is continuous sum, where this is integration is continuous sum from minus infinity to infinity, as f of t is a non-periodic function. Here f of t is a non-periodic function. We can define as well as periodic function, So this is the way, and we represent like this: f Fourier transform of f of t equals to g of omega. This is how we define Fourier transform f of t equals to g of omega. Another way we can write f inverse g omega equals to f of t. This is inverse Fourier transform of g of omega equals to f of t. That one also we can define. So this is the way mathematical definition, 4 definition we define. And coming to the terms present, so how I will be linking this, I will be going with one definition. See, this definition are all so you will be wondering why there are so many definition for a single expression. It actually, if we come to a kind of odd function, this definition wise there will be variation with plus minus. plus minus if we are doing some Fourier transform for a odd function. So there will be for if you calculate with definition 1, there will be some plus minus in the expression, and if with respect to if you do some calculation with definition 3 in that way. But if you do for a Fourier transform for a even function, then according to definition 1 as well as definition 3, all the expression whatever will be getting for f of t will remain same without any plus minus change sign. So I will be talking of this. I just hope it balance off actually again properly. Last moment work, this will happen, I understand. So now I come to I will explain if definition wise, suppose if I go for Fourier transform of f of t, suppose if I want to find an expression for e to the power a mod x, suppose if I want to find a Fourier transform of e to the power minus a mod x, this is a even function. Okay, so in definition, suppose we will first type definition 1. So we will get the expression if you do integration from minus infinity to infinity. This is f of t. Sorry, this is called g of omega. Okay, this is called g of omega. If we do this is e to the power, this is g of omega equals to f function of f of t. Here f of t equals to e to the power. Suppose I choose a wrong way. This is suppose g of k I will indicate. This is f of x. This will be f of x e to the power minus a mod x. Now if I put this expression, we learned f of Fourier transform of some f of x equals to integration minus infinity to infinity e to the power f of x. I'll write it properly so that you understand. This is f of x e to the power minus I k x dx. This will be giving g of k, and if we substitute f of x e to the power a mod x, okay, and here, and we get expression g of k equals to, and you can integrate, you can put it here. This is the even function, so you can get it here 2 integration 0 to infinity. This is even function, so this minus infinity to 0, it will be like equal both sides, so it will be added up to getting 2 0 to infinity e to the power minus ax. Now this is positive, so we can take mod, we can take it out, e to the power minus ikx dx. We can write, sorry for the inconvenience, I am just writing it to explain it quickly because I have to explain a lot of things in small time. 2 integration 0 to infinity e to the power minus a plus ik x dx equals to 2 suppose I will be integrating, I will be getting some 2 e to the power minus I a plus ik, right, minus a plus ik, a plus, this is plus, this is 0 to infinity. Suppose if I am choosing here, so if I integrate, this is x will be there here. So if I put x here, it will be 0. First one will be 0. So 2 whole 0. This is minus is there, minus and again minus, minus minus plus. Okay. This is 0. If I put, this will be 1. 1 by a plus ik. Okay. So it turns out to be 2 by a plus ik. So if I do so I'm wondering, I'm getting this expression. So here everything is right. F of x e to the power minus ikx dx. So actually I'm getting some like error little bits, but I want to sum it up and tell. Like definition one wise, f of this is e to the power a mod x. Sorry. Ax mod equals to, I should get 2a by a square plus k square. This is actually this property, this expression of converting from one domain to another domain, from x space to momentum space, k space, will be useful, will be required in quantum mechanics. Definition 2 wise also, definition 1 wise how I told f of x, definition 1, and again I have done some mistakes there, that's why I am just writing it again. This is g of k, okay, f of x. So there I was getting some mistakes, so I just want to like tell you that it will be coming 2a, this is a Lorentzian function by the way. We get e to the power I a mod x, 2a by a square. This is a Lorentzian function. So yeah, I am continuing with this, and I have told some mistake thing, so I want to cover it up, like not cover it up, like tell the actual whatever. F of x e to the power minus ikx dx. This is definition 1. Definition 2. If you do the same thing with definition 2, f of x equals to 1 by 2 pi minus infinity to infinity. This is and square root will be there. F of x e to the power minus ikx dx. Definition 3 wise, if we go f of x equals to minus infinity, sorry, so little bit mistake previous whatever I told, little bit I have just modified, like I am just trying to correct whatever is the correct thing. F of x, this is e to the power plus ikx dx. Here it was minus, here it is plus. Here in definition 2, this is definition 1. Sorry. This is definition 1. Why is this one? Definition 3. See, definition 1, there is no presence of 1 by 2 pi here. In definition 2, it is there. Definition 4, f of x 1 by 2 pi square root f of x e to the power ikx dx. Here it is different. Here it is e to the power minus ikx. Here it is e to the power minus kx also there, but with presence of 1 by 2 pi square root. Here difference wise, here and here. Here there is no presence of 1 by 2 pi. Here it is there, but here is also not there. F of x both. Here it is plus. It is minus and minus. And definition 4, you see here it is 1 by 2 pi, here it is plus. So this is how we define. And sorry, just little bit tried to figure it out why it was coming to a minus ik. I told little bit there will be some mistake there. If little bit you try to rectify, you can rectify. Okay, this is done with the definition. So physical interpretation, why we need Fourier transform? This first of all I told what is Fourier transform. Fourier transform is a Fourier series expansion of non-periodic function. So like if I compare Fourier series and Fourier transform, this is we are doing with periodic functions. So this is Fourier series. How you are doing? A naught by 2 plus summation of an cos nx, sorry, nt. I am doing with t. N equals to 1 to infinity summation n equals to 1 to infinity bn sin nt. Okay, if we compare with Fourier transform here f of t we are doing with suppose if minus infinity to infinity. Okay, this is f of t I want to take. This is you know that f of t equals to g of omega. Okay, so f of t equals to f inverse g of omega. So if I try to write it here, f of t, f inverse g of omega minus infinity to infinity g of omega, for any definition I can use, e to the power minus I omega t dt. This will be the for any definition. We can use definition 1, definition 2, Now I want to tell how this is linked, why I mentioned this is Fourier series expansion of non-periodic function. This has no periodicity. This has some interval. Either you can do from minus infinity to infinity. Here you see, this is a periodic function. This is a non-periodic function. This is non-periodic function. And coming to now you see amplitude. Here we have an and bn, and an we know it depends on an depends on n, depends on frequency, amplitude an bn depends on n. Here in place of an we have g of omega, which also depends on frequency, g of omega. Here frequency components of f of t is the frequency where g of omega mod is not equals to 0. Here the frequency, but here the frequency components of f of t, frequency component f of t, f, 2f, 3f, 4f, discrete values of frequency. Here is continuous. Omega can have minus infinity to infinity, any value, but this condition should be satisfied. G of omega is not equals to 0. That will be the frequency component of f of t. Here they are discrete, so it is summation of our n equals to 1 to infinity, f, 2f. F is for fundamental frequency. These are all overtones. 3f. This is first overtone. This is second overtone. This is third overtone, like this. So this is it is discrete summation. It is continuous summation. This is one difference. Here a depends on n and the expression. So sorry, I have little space. I will be telling you in another slide. This I am logging it off. Okay, this is the thing. Sorry. Here an is something 1 by n to the power t, bn also like this, 1 by n to the power q. This kind of variation will be there. N and an. N is amplitude, n, and here time period. This is a periodic function. This is a non-periodic function. So we have some time period. This is 2 by 2 pi f. Okay. Omega. So it's 2 pi by omega. I can write like this. So this is 2 pi by 2 pi n by b minus a equals to b minus a by n. So it has different time period also. You see, b minus a by n, I omega t. This has no time period. So this is frequency dependent on 1 by np. So intensity of fast fundamental, like for n equals to 1, as amplitude is inversely proportional to 1 by n to the root b. So amplitude of the fast fundamental frequency will be maximum, and it is inversely proportional to the 1. And Fourier series of f of t will have frequency same as fundamental frequency corresponding to n equals to 1. But f of t, this is Fourier transform under which we consider f of t non-periodic function. It will have frequency components which satisfy g of omega mod not equals to 0. This is the difference. This is the difference, basic difference. So why this is the difference I told between Fourier transform and Fourier series and Fourier transform. So Fourier series is a base to go to Fourier transform. That's why I was explaining Fourier series first properly. Why we need this such kind of transform? First, application. What is the application? Suppose first application. If you want to go from, it has a lot of application in. This is quantum physics. We use it very much lot in way. From moment, if you want to convert a system which is in position space. Momentum space, then this application will come. If we want to I explained it, f of Fourier transform f of x equals to phi of t my 1, we can write like this, minus infinity to infinity. You might have seen this transformation used in quantum mechanics, 1 by 2 pi h cot square root f of x e to the power minus I kx. This is dx. This is equals to phi of t. This is one application. And how this application will be useful? Like suppose we know, like it will give different information. F of x, like it will be for f of x will give information about. Suppose f of x is a psi of x, is a wave function in position space. So let f of x is psi of x. So phi of p is a wave function in position space. This is wave function in position space. Sorry, momentum space. Sorry. Momentum space. This is in position space. So in what way this will be useful? See, psi of x, you know, once you know psi of x, we can just retrieve the information from psi of x. Like we can go for first like subpoints, like what we can get psi of x mod square. This will give probability density. Here it will give phi of p mod square. This will be giving probability density in momentum space. This is in position space. Okay, and we can also probability, if you want to find out dx in a region, in certain region, we can find it from here. Certain region. This one you can find it like this. dp. This is like probability in certain region dp in momentum space. It will give information about probability of finding a particle in position space in a region dx. This is third we can find maximum probability density. If we differentiate psi of x mod square with dx equals to 0, and we will be getting x corresponding x, that will be giving the most probable position where the particle will be found. Here also we can do the same thing, d by dp phi of t mod square equals to 0. This will give corresponding like momentum at which particle will be more found. This is the one application I told. Now so we will go to second application. Second application is from time domain we can modulate like a signal to a frequency domain. So this will be more of very much in application in use in electronics, electric, like in communication devices. We just from one medium to another medium, we transfer the information through carrier wave, and we modulate it by using certain wave. So this concept will be helpful in there if you can convert. So suppose if you want to f of t, we can. So f of t, how we can find out? So sorry, f of t, it will give information in g omega space. This is frequency. Now inverse you will do. F of t will get f inverse g of omega, which is integration minus infinity to infinity g omega e to the power minus I omega t dt. So we can find out about information about t. So this f of t have frequency. This frequency component of f of t is where g of omega mod is not equals to 0. That will be the frequency component of f of t. And so this is the thing. Now coming to these are the application thing I told you. Now we'll be reading about certain properties. So first property. I just want to see the time. Sorry for the internet. I want to see how much time I just recorded. It's almost like 37 minutes. Okay, fine. So points to remember: Fourier transform of an even function is an even function. This one remember. Fourier transform of an odd function. I will just read very quickly. I will wrap it up because already time is very less. I have to finish it within 30 minutes, so it is 7 minutes more. I will very Fourier transform of real even function equals to, this will be real function. Fourier transform of real odd function equals to imaginary function. This is imaginary function. So this is one of the property I told. Another going into another property. Second, I am just checking it. Fourier transform of e to the power minus a mod t. I told you previously 2a by a square plus omega square. Third, this is Fourier transform of something like suppose delta t minus t naught. Fourier transform, it will be coming equivalent to one. Sorry, I had a mistake. So we can find for Fourier transform e to the power minus a mod t, f of e to the power minus a t square. It will be something around pi by a square root. I just vaguely remember e square by 4a. Fourier transform of for different 1 by t square plus a square. We can also do. We can do for different properties. So lastly, I will be telling you about some other property, and I will be finishing it off. Just another time. How much time left? This is I am going to finish it off in 3 minutes. So I will be I discuss all these things. So change the another property I am just trying to tell. I just little bit seeing because I want to remember whatever I read. I just want to reflect it here. Fourier transform of f of at. Suppose you want to have. Suppose you are multiplying any function. Function having at as the dependence term. then it will be reflected in the g of omega like this, omega by a. This is another property. So this is change of scale property. This is called change of shifting property. Then comes the shifting property. Shifting property, what you get? Suppose Fourier transform of f of t plus minus t naught equals to, now when t is added, with t you add some plus minus t naught and of a certain function, and we take the Fourier transform, we get the plus minus I omega t naught g of omega. Okay, this is how we do. This is in time domain. We shifting property. We are using frequency domain the same thing. If frequency e to the power plus minus I omega t naught f of t equals to, what do you write? This is Fourier transform. This is you are modulating a signal f of t with e to the plus minus I omega. This is you can tell. This is carrier wave. This is adding some wave, like you are just putting some another wave, and we get some wave in this form. This will be, there will be some modulation in the frequency term e to the power plus minus. It will become minus plus omega naught. This is how this will be. This is frequency. This is frequency like this. Same thing you can do. F of t cos omega naught t, will get some expression. And then also we can find for the property, we can find frequency dependence for a derivative of a function, and a conjugate of a function, and t to the power n multiplied with f of t, we can find a function. So last of thing what I want to tell, last important note. There is some, like there is some trend, like functions psi. Psi, we take Fourier transform, we get psi of x, we get Fourier transform psi of k. Same thing, psi of x mod square, we don't get like this. E of suppose E of t, we get Fourier transform as E of omega. Same, E of t mod square, we don't get E of omega mod square. Why this is wrong? This is right. Why? Because see, this is wrong because f of t to Fourier transform you are doing, you are converting to g of omega. This f of t may be real as well as complex function. It can be real as well as complex function. But here you mark this is a real function only. This cannot be complex. This may be real. This may be complex also, called complex also. So it is generally defined for this kind of functions, not these functions Fourier transform. This is wrong to use like this, as f of t can be complex as well as real. So this is the thing I want to sign off my presentation on Fourier transform. This is what I have the info to give on Fourier transform. Whatever knowledge best of I have, I just try to carry forward to you with my way of teaching. So hope you like it, and bye bye.